Good morning. I Salim, Assistant Professor in Electronics and Instrumentation Department, Kite Group of Institutions, presenting you a topic, flow measurement in telemetry systems. So here is our first slide. Here is the block diagram of flow measurement. Our measurand is flow as shown in first block. So to measure flow, I have to select some sensors. Sensor may be a pitot tube, venturimeter, orifice, ultrasonic flow meter, anemometer, electromagnetic flow meter, rotameter, etc. Flow may be liquid flow or gas flow. So for the gas flow we use anemometer, and for liquid flow we use pitot tube, orifice, ultrasonic flow meter, rotameter, venturimeter, etc. The selection of these sensor is based on the properties of flow, range of flow means in terms of velocity, viscosity, etc. Then we have signal conditioners. In signal conditioners we have amplifier, filter, multiplexer, demodulators, modulators, transmitters, etc. in receiving end and as well as sending end. Then we have a channel. Channel may be wired or wireless. In wired we say it landline telemetry. Basically they use copper wires. In wireless they use radio waves. Satellite telemetry is also an example of wireless telemetry. Your mobile phones is also an example of wireless telemetry. Then we have recorders, printers, CRO, DSO, etc. An amplifier is an electronic device that can increase the power of a signal. It is a two-port electronic circuit that uses electric power from a power supply to increase the amplitude of a signal applied to its input terminals, producing a proportionally greater amplitude signal at its output. The amount of amplification provided by the amplifier is measured by its gain, and gain of a system is defined by it is the ratio of output to the input. An amplifier is a circuit that has a power gain greater than 1 always. Next we have filters. Is a device or process that removes some unwanted components or features from a signal. Unwanted components are noise, etc. Unwanted noise. Filtering is a class of signal processing. Filtering means removing some frequencies or frequency bands. Noise in a system is generally at high frequencies. Filters are widely used in electronic and telecommunication, in radios, television, audio recording, radar systems, control systems, music synthesis, image processing, and also in computer graphics. Multiplexer is a device that allows one of several analog or digital input signals which are to be selected and transmits the input that is selected into a single medium. Means in a multiplexer we have only one output line. At the input line we have multiple inputs. It is based on our requirement, and we have also select lines. Multiplexer is also known as data selector. A multiplexer of 2n inputs has n select lines that will be used to select input lines to send to output. The multiplexer is also abbreviated as MUX. Basically, in a multiplexer, we have three parts: input lines, select lines, and one output lines. Input lines and select lines are correlated, like we have 8 input lines, then we have 3 select lines. Okay, then we have a demultiplexer, also known as DMUX, is a device that takes a single input line and routes it to one of several digital output lines. A demultiplexer of 2n outputs has n select lines, which are used to select which output line to send to the input. A demultiplexer is also called data distributor. Next, we have modulation. Modulation is the process of varying one or more properties of periodic waveform, called the carrier signal, with a modulating signal that typically contains information to be transmitted. Most radio systems in 20th century used frequency modulation and amplitude modulation for radio broadcasting. Modulation technique includes modulators, demodulators. Modulator is a device that performs modulation, and demodulator is a device that performs demodulation. It is the inverse of modulation, also called detectors. Here is a term modem we generally use in our real life. Modem is a basically combination of modulator and demodulator. A modem can perform the task of modulator as well as demodulator. This is all about properties of signal conditioners. Thank you. Thank you.